Hi Cambridge class, this is our second lesson on subordinating conjunctions. Today your learning objective is to identify whether a conjunction is coordinating or subordinating, so you are building on your work that we did yesterday. Your first task is to read these three definitions and work out which of them is a coordinating conjunction and which of them is about a subordinating conjunction. Pause the video while you do this. So joins together words or word groups with equal importance or between two independent clauses. Another word for independent is main. Joins ideas and is only positioned at the beginning of sentences. Joins a main clause to a subordinate clause which is dependent on the main clause and cannot stand alone. So what goes between two main clauses that have equal importance? One isn't more important than the other. They don't need each other to make sense. That is a coordinating conjunction. A subordinating conjunction has a subordinate clause after it. So a subordinating conjunction starts a subordinate clause, and that cannot make sense by itself. So it cannot stand alone. It needs the main clause in the sentence to make sense. So that is the answer. Now think about which is which. Fanboys, is that coordinating conjunction or subordinating conjunction? And a white bus, which one is that? When you've done that, think about what do the letters stand for. Pause the video while you try to work out which conjunction is represented by each letter. So, coordinating conjunction is fanboys and subordinating conjunction is a white bus. This is what the letters stand for. Fanboy stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And subordinating conjunctions include although, after, as, when, whenever, whatever, whether, whereas, which, if, in order that, in case, though, till, that, even though, even if, because, before, until, unless, and since. So, what you've got to do now is think about whether each underlined conjunction is a coordinating conjunction or a subordinating conjunction. Like I said before, if it's not fanboys, if it's not represented by the fanboys conjunctions, that means it is a subordinating conjunction. Just remind you that fanboys stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. For and, nor, but, or, yet, so. If it's not those ones, that means it's subordinating. Pause the video while you work out which conjunction it is. So because is not in fanboys, it's subordinating. When is not in fanboys, it's subordinating. But is in fanboys, it's coordinating. Or is in fanboys, it's coordinating. So is in fanboys, it's coordinating. While is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating. Well done if you got those right. Now it's the same idea. Identify the conjunction. So where is the conjunction? And is that conjunction coordinating or subordinating? So if it's not fanboys, it's subordinating. Pause the video while you do this. Okay, so my conjunction is so, unless, and, whether, but, because. If it's not fanboys, it's subordinating. So is in fanboys, so it's coordinating. Unless is not in fanboys, it's subordinating. And is in fanboys, so it's coordinating. Whether is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating. But is in fanboys, so it's coordinating. and because is not in fanboys, so it's subordinating. Well done if you got that right. Now exactly the same thing, where's the conjunction and is it coordinating or subordinating? So coordinating, fanboys. If not, it's subordinating. Pause the video while you do this. So because is my conjunction, so, when and if. Is because in fanboys? No, the B stands for but. So that is a subordinating conjunction. Is so in fanboys? Yes, so it's coordinating. Is when in fanboys? No, so it's subordinating. Is if in fanboys? No, so that is subordinating. Now this is what we did yesterday, it's exactly the same thing, apart from the different sentences. Can you find in these sentences any main clauses, any subordinate clauses, any coordinating conjunctions, and any subordinating conjunctions? Remember, coordinating conjunctions, fanboys, at either side of a fanboys conjunction is a sentence that makes sense by itself. So a main clause makes sense by itself. A subordinating conjunction is a white bus and it starts a subordinate clause. Pause the video while you have a go at this. Okay, so I know that for is in fanboys. That means that for is a coordinating conjunction. Oops, let's just move that. That's a coordinating conjunction. Since is not in fanboys. That's a subordinating conjunction. At either side of a coordinating conjunction is a main clause. It makes sense by itself. Alex ate his tea is a main clause. He was hungry, that's a main clause. Since she worked for the NHS, she loved her job. A subordinating conjunction starts a subordinate clause. It doesn't make sense by itself. So since she worked for the NHS is a subordinate clause. And that includes the word since. She loved her job. That makes sense by itself. That is the main clause in the sentence. This one is pink. Well done if you got that right. Okay, challenge now to finish off the day. Have a look through your reading book. Can you select some sentences and identify the following? Main clauses, subordinate clauses, coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions. And I've left this on the screen just to remind you what each one is. See you tomorrow.